This is Road Trippin with Tank, and I have head coach of Stanford football, my alma mater, David Shaw. Thanks for coming in. Holla at me.
Good to see you, man.
Your first 3 home games you have here without the students. Like, what are your thoughts just on that scheduling, 1, and then 2, like, do you feel like that has any impact on the team?
So it's good and bad for me, right? We're on the quarter system, so we start school later than most people. The good part is we get to play these games without school. So the guys really, once we get out of training camp, they're focusing on football for the first month of the season, and they don't have to worry about class or anything else. And then we incorporate class after we get into the season. That's actually a good part for us. We get a chance to focus and hopefully get off to a good start. The hard part is we'll play those games, those home games, without the students. And we get some people to the community to come out. We miss that student section. But that's kind of part of what we have to do. And the hard part is if we switch it around too much, then are we taking a bunch of road games? So now we have this opportunity to play 4 games without school going. But now if we play 4 road games or 3 road games, now we're doing a whole bunch of traveling and maybe not get off to the good start that we want to.
And now that kind of piggybacks into my next question. I mean, I see where 9 out of 13 SEC schools are playing 4 true away games. Whereas like Stanford and most of the Pac-12 teams are playing 6 true away games. Like what's your thoughts on like that schedule? I mean, because I feel like it has a significant impact on the college football playoff.
So I will agree with Nick Saban, who's been saying it really for the last 3 years, that we should really normalize scheduling. We should normalize scheduling across all conferences so that we get to the end of the year, we really know, which 8 and 5 teams are really comparable, which 10 and 2 teams are really comparable, because even if the schedules or the win-loss totals are the same, the schedules aren't. So I agree that it's difficult to compare. I agree that our road is harder, honestly. We play more road games. We play 9 conference games. And the most of our non-conference opponents in our conference, we're playing Notre Dame, we're playing Auburn, we got teams playing Ohio State, so we're going out of conference and really challenging ourselves. So for not everybody in the SEC does it, but for a lot of SEC schools, they play 8 conference games, and then they'll play a 1AA opponent, and they have late season buys, so they don't have the stretch runs like some of us have. We'll play, USC and Oregon and Washington State back to back to back. Their schedule gets to be broken up more.
Yeah, and so kind of tell me, like, what gets you most excited when training camp starts off? Like, what are you most looking forward to, at least early in training camp, to see from your team?
So a couple big things for me early in training camp is you're excited about the growth of your team, right? We talk to the guys after spring, tell them what they need to work on, what they need to get better at, and which of those guys follow through this summer. So you want to see your guys get bigger, faster, stronger, show that age and maturity. And you're excited about the young guys. The young guys coming in, the freshmen coming in, haven't really seen them all summer. They've been working all summer, get an idea of, don't want to make any decisions too early, but who looks like they might be able to play, which guys we hit on, which guys are maybe not quite ready. And then the last thing for me is what I do get excited about, which sounds a little bit different. I get excited about the unknown. Like, how is this team going to come together? I want to see it come together and which leaders are going to emerge. Sometimes you have an idea, but you never really know until it happens.
Hey, well, as long as you take care of what you're doing on the field, I'm handling it in the parking lot, and I think we'll be good to go for these home games. So, Coach, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and good luck this season.
Appreciate you. Thanks, man.